As you just heard, I am Gargi Botobel. I'm also known as Mirchi Mohor. I'm a radio jockey by profession, and I identify myself by just being myself. I think my names don't identify me. And why do I say that is something I'll explain to you today. So I was born and raised in a city which is about 120 kilometers away from Kolkata in West Bengal, India. The place is called Durgapur. So my father, my Baba, was so obsessed in having a girl child, he decided to name his child Mohor. Thank God he didn't put that pressure on me to become a singer, very much like when Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore named Konika Bandyopadhyay, the renowned singer, and lovingly called him Mohor. I thought my Baba would have that pressure in mind. Thank heavens he didn't. Because I'm awesome enough to mimic a dog barking rather than singing. Because if I start singing, trust me, nobody's going to be here and nobody's going to watch me on YouTube if you're watching right now. So Mohar was there, and my father named me after this character he had read in a novel years ago. A character who was independent, fierce, loving, but not timid, and was the hero of her own story. She was the lead of the story. But that name wasn't used in schools, the three schools I had studied in Durgapur. They had used Gargi as a name. I knew by heart that this name uttered and smelled mediocrity. I wanted to be one of those popular girls in school who every class 11 and class 12 boys eyed during the Founders' Day. I wanted to be one of those captains and vice captains in school during sports day. But I was never there. I was Gargi. I was always the backbencher or the timid, quiet girl, very calm at heart. When every time the teacher during the attendance sheet used to mark me and raise his or her voice saying Gargi, unlike the other classmates of the room, of the class, I was the first one to stand up, adjusting my skirt and tunic and say, yes, ma'am. I was always obedient. I think Gargi made me obedient. But I made sure when I was 18 years old, when I was leaving Durgapur to study in Residency College, Kolkata, and when I took Bangla as my undergraduation course, I decided I will be Mohor now. I don't want to be Gargi. So, barring the professors of my department and elsewhere departments in the college, I made everyone, seniors, juniors, everybody, refer to me as Mohor. I was out there. I had brilliant friendships in the first year, a loved one happened, and things were all great, all colorful, all vibrant. I was popular enough. The dance recitals back in school that made me stand in the second row because I was Gargi was making me stand in the front row because I was Mohor. I was Mohor from Bangla department. I was very proud. But my pride and my popularity couldn't help me save my failed friendships, couldn't help me save or couldn't help me take out my grandfather, my dadu, my one dear person, out of the cancer ward at a private hospital in Kolkata. I couldn't help him there. My popularity, my outrageous, loud attitude, my glamour, my being out there couldn't do that. I was feeling cocooned. I was feeling shy. I was feeling timid. I was feeling calm and possibly a little too much patient. I was feeling like I was Gargi again. So I took time. I took time and I decided, very much like the 12-year-old who had once seen a cutout of a newspaper that her Baba provided her, thinking that I want to be a writer, I want to be a journalist writing for newspapers, doing something that nobody does. While everybody in the household were talking about me being a doctor, engineer, eldest of the family, there are pressures anyway. I chose something different. And my best friend mother and my cheerleader father always were there to support me. So I cracked Indian Institute of Mass Communication, IIMC's entrance test at one go. And I knew I was Gargi when I was cracking the test. I studied, I read newspapers, I cracked the interviews back in Delhi, and I was calm, I was patient, I was quiet. When all the relatives hounded at me by saying, you know what, you chose Bangla for undergrad, now you're going to become a journalist or whatever, you are limiting your career options. I knew I could prove them wrong. And I became Gargi to prove them wrong. I didn't talk back to them. I was quiet, I was patient. But I was missing more. I was missing the identity that gave me popularity. I reached at IIMC Dhenkanal, which is in Odisha, a small hill station town, very beautiful. I was studying there for 3 months. I was timid, quiet, shy, but one thing happened that made me become Mohor again. Those 3 months were very brilliantly going till the time I got diagnosed with severe UTI and I had to rush back to Durgapur. I was bedridden for 3 months and I was popping pills where my classmates back in Odisha were visiting temples in Bhubaneswar and roaming around taking selfies in the Satkotsia lake. I missed it all. I missed the friendship. I missed out on the course. I missed out on one semester. It was on 31st of December 2016 that my Dadu left me. I was not even there for his last rites. I had to join back the very next day at IIMC Dhenkanal or my course would have gotten cancelled. I would have lost out on a dream that I had started seeing since I was 12 years old. I wish I could show you my slam books right now. I was probably one of the few kids who used to write, I want to study at IIMC. I didn't want to lose out on a dream. I went back. And this time, my ambiguousness and my overthinking hit me. I knew that I was always being labeled as rude for not letting people hug me at one go. I knew people would think me loud because when I'm the extrovert, then I'm talking too much. When I'm the introvert, I'm quiet a lot. I knew it would be very difficult for people to accept me, to digest my words, to understand me. And that is exactly what happened when I went to IIMC Dhenkanal and when I was Mohor. I knew I had to fight back. I had to become popular. I had to fit in. I tried doing that. The real friends came back. The real friends, when they came back to make Gargi heal. They came back to make Mohor happy. They stayed back. The loved one stayed back, still stays actually. But then I realized that not only Mohor is the identity that will help me grow. I had also cracked the Radio Mirchi job as a radio jockey in the campus arena. But I at times think now that I think it was both my identities that helped me crack. Yes, it was Gargi who was calm and quiet and fierce at heart while she was speaking at the group discussion. But it was also Mohor who was enacting and mimicking popular celebrities only to crack that job. And I think that these two identities at presidency and at IIMC helped me stand wherever I am today. I always say this, that I think presidency is my Hogwarts. It made me realize that I'm not just a Hermione with books, I'm also a Harry Potter with life's adventures. And IIMC Dhenkanal made me realize that it is my Winterfell. It made me realize that even if the pack dies, the lone wolf survives. I survived. I landed up in Radio Mirchi as a radio jockey. It was my 22nd birthday on 7th May 2017 that I traveled to Kolkata as a professional. And on the very next day, I landed up in the office. I remember as I took the lift and walked inside the office, I saw glitz, I saw glamour. And I knew that this has to be a place for Mirchi Mohor, the out there, loud, talkative, happy person. The person who would never say no to anything because she had to be popular. But little did I know that people sitting there were already more popular than me. Little did I realize that often when you see a lot of flowers blooming in a plant, you often ignore the weak sapling beneath it. I was the sapling. I was a sapling for the first 2 consecutive years at my workplace where I excel right now. It took me a lot of time to understand that Mohor, though wants to be popular, it is Gargi who is fierce. It is Gargi who will speak up against the wrongdoings, the wrong formatting, the wrong everything at workplace, at buses, at elsewhere, at here, there, everywhere. It is not Mohor who will speak up. Mohor will see, Mohor will observe. Because Mohor is loud, Mohor is popular, Mohor wants to keep quiet. Mohor has a baggage to carry. Gargi never had a baggage to carry. So Gargi spoke up. After 2 years, toiling and rejection at every link she wrote, every video she made, every idea she had, Gargi spoke up. She made a video roaming around in the streets of Kolkata while she was unhappy, vlogged it, got 10K views, landed up doing a radio show, and said, I don't want to quit this job right now. The overthinker, the anxious, the ambivert Gargi was succeeding, was happy in what she was doing. It made me realize that even before I was born, my father very jokingly said to my mom that, listen, if there's a boy, we're going to name him Gombuj, which means a dome in Bengali. I think now as I stand, even if I had a different gender, even if I was Dome Botokbal or Gombuj Botokbal, nothing would have changed. Because I now know that I identified myself. I decide where my future will be folded and where it will be bloomed. From fold to future, it is I who take myself ahead. I own Gargi and I own Mohor, both my identities. I am Gargi Botokbal, a 28-year-old ambivert overthinker who's also identified as Mirchi Mohor. Of course, I am not seen at the brilliant parties out there letting my hair down and dancing. I would possibly be at my own flat, lighting a little candle and reading a book or listening to some music and sleeping off at 11:30. But God, oh God, once I let my hair down and once I start to dance, you should see me there. Because that's Gargi dancing. That's not Mohor living up to the words that others say out there to her. Asking her to, come on, let's dance, come on, let's dance. And Mohor is then compelled to. She has a baggage. But I'm very lucky that after almost 6 years of working at a brand which is nationally and internationally known and owned by a lot of people like us, I now have more than 100,000 followers on Facebook, almost the similar on Instagram. And I'm lucky that I can be both Mohor and Gargi out there. Every time Mohor posts a video and Gargi is worried if that is going to work, my followers very lovingly make it work. If somebody tries to troll me for my recently developed chubby cheeks or my little weight gain, it's my followers who throw them out of the boundary. I am happy that I can be myself now. I am happy that I decide my own identity. I, Gargi Mohor Botokbal, decide my identity. I don't need the names to decide mine. Thank you so much, TEDx and JTTC for having me. Thank you.